Hey, it's Bachelor in Paradise time, you guys, with Petros Papadakis on the phone. Do we do the intro this week?
Yes, we do.
Let's do the intro.
Sure.
Come join us on this beautiful journey as Ralph Garman and Petros Papadakis recap.
It's the Bachelor in Paradise. It's so nice, it's full of spice. It's the Bachelor in Paradise. Ralph and P make the sacrifice. Come on and join in on the fun, cause all these people are so dumb. So Ralph and P, what's the deal? Is there anybody you want to kill?
The Bachelor in Paradise.
All right, less Ralph than usual, but just as much Petros Papadakis, co-host of the Petros and Money AM 570 LA Sports Radio Show. P, how you feeling today, buddy?
I feel good. Not as much Petros Papadakis.
I was going to say a little less, right?
What happened yesterday, P?
I had 2 surgeries yesterday.
Okay.
Because they told me I couldn't take yoga for a week after both of them. So I just figured I'd do them on the same day.
What were they?
I got my mole removed.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, the big, giant ding-dong that's been stuck on the side of my head since you've known me?
Right.
And by the way, I saw the picture that you guys posted yesterday. It looked like you got like 10 stitches from having that mole. 7 stitches. That's a big-ass mole.
It was deep, brother.
Wow.
Like a bowling ball up on my head.
All right, so that's one head. What was the other surgery?
Then I got my nuts cut off.
Oh. Is that how they do it now?
Yeah, I got a vasectomy. The best part was the doctor, my wife came to hold my hand, and then the doctor was like, hey, do you want to check this out? And she was like, sure. And then she went over and she was like, oh, wow, look. And they were laughing, ha, 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 do you want to cut it? Ha, ha, ha. And I was like, this is awful.
Hey, Petros, did you see smoke? I saw smoke.
No, but I smelled the bacon of my
Oh, dear Lord.
Hey, what if we changed topics? What if we did that?
You're the one that asked.
Okay. Well, congratulations. I'm glad you came through both surgeries and you're feeling okay this morning. You sound great, by the way.
I'm running around in a jock strap.
Oh, my God.
Like your college days. Hey, P, there's so much we always want to talk to you about, but we should stay focused because last night was episode 4 of Bachelor in Paradise. I understand it was a dramatic episode, and I'm sure you'll get to what happened with DeMario sitting down with Crispy Harrison. But why don't you take us through? Oh.
I'm boycotting that. And then next week, Ralph's not here. What's he going to do?
All right.
And then next week, they're bringing Corin in. It's just a big milking fest about, what really happened. It's like nothing happened. She got drunk. They made out hard. A producer got freaked out. They shut it down for a couple of weeks to make sure everything was okay. Everything was okay, and that was that.
All right. What do you want to highlight from last night?
Well, I want to highlight the romance and the love that's going on between these people. I mean, come on. That's what Ralph does.
Right.
All right.
So let's talk about what happened during the shutdown. Do you think these people stopped making out and rubbing their genitals on each other?
I would guess not if they kept them at the same hotel.
They went to Texas and just started making out. Listen to here's Raven explaining the crazy love triangle that happened in Dallas between Adam, Sarah, and herself.
While we had the shutdown from the show, Adam and I met while I was in Dallas, and Sarah and I ended up spending the night with Adam. And that morning when I woke up, I walked downstairs and saw Adam and Sarah cuddling. Awkward.
A threesome gone wrong.
Well, so somebody's supposed to get engaged out of this? I mean, this sounds like a 1970s porn movie.
It really does.
Then I came down and they were cuddling. Okay. And moving on, you have Ben. Ben is a good-looking guy. Have you seen this guy, Allie?
I haven't seen any of these people.
Come on.
No. I'm sure he's good looking. I think.
Was it that guy?
Is it the Raining Ben guy?
No, totally different Ben.
I just assume they're all good looking. But he's particularly?
This is a big, meaty-looking, butt-chin Ben Affleck swole guy.
Okay.
But he's got nothing. I mean, the only thing he has to offer, and he thinks it's a huge shoe-in with the chicks, is to talk about his dog. Every time somebody wrongs him on the show, he says, I don't need this, I have a dog.
That's a ridiculous thing to say.
And this girl shows up, and they're like, hey, you got to talk to Ben. He's the best guy. You got to. Ben is the guy for you. All the other girls are trying to trick him off on this lady, and here is how he steps to her with his dog chatter.
I have a dog. he's my life right now, and so I've like my life kind of revolves around him. I mean, I'm totally that dog dad. Like, he's my life right now.
You're going to be any kind of dog dad's fine.
Yeah, dog dad's good. But like, if you meet him, like he's literally the best dog on the planet. He's 8 months as of today, but he's the best trained 8-month dog I think I've ever seen in my life.
All right, take
They're
it easy
good
with the
dogs,
dog.
Ben.
Everybody thinks their dog's the greatest dog in the world, Ben.
No, literally,
Relax.
guys, literally.
Literally, my bad.
Look it up in a book. You'll see Ben's 8-month dog, who, for most of the dog's life, he's been shooting The Bachelor in Paradise.
Right. He hasn't even been there to see his dog. Now, P, who do you prefer? Do you prefer Ben's dog, Chatter, or Rachel's dog, the Bachelorette's dog, Copper?
I'll take Copper.
I think Copper wins, right?
Yeah, I like Copper because of the diversity.
Okay, this is odd, but
This
go
is
ahead.
happening.
Oh, speaking of diversity, they fired the Mexican bartender this year.
Okay.
And they brought in Wells, the radio dork. And he's the bartender. He's like a former guy. But that doesn't mean Jorge, the ex-bartender, doesn't get some love. They bring him in to be a tour guide for Diggy and Lacey on their date. And he takes them to a beautiful beach. And then he explains to them why he took them to the beach.
This place, I told you, is so special. Yes, my parents brought me once, and they told me how they were doing it in one of those rocks. And I'm like, don't tell me that. But, that's how I find out here is where it came to life. I was considered in this place.
Oh, my God.
This is where Jorge started.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to bring you to this place. Well, we're having a date, the three of us.
Cheers to sharing this experience with you.
I'm really glad I picked you, especially now that I know what the activities are.
Yeah, it's great. Jorge, do you mind if I spend some time alone with Lacey?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was literally on both knees, just telling them all about his parents just doing it in the bushes.
Oh, my God. That's more information than anyone needs to know, Jorge.
But I'm glad they brought him back.
Okay.
I thought it was mean that they fired him.
All
And
right.
brought in another contestant who was making out with a chick this week. Anyway, the final clip that I pulled, because I didn't pull, look, if you guys want to watch it, go ahead. It's
Right.
DeMario crying and saying, I'm not that guy. I didn't do anything.
Right.
We know DeMario. It's great. And then next week, Corinne is coming on to do the same thing.
Sure.
This is Lacey. Lacey's down and out. Her grandfather died. She came back on the show. Nobody likes her. She thought that guy Diggy liked her, but they pushed him to go on a date with a different girl, and he liked her better. So here's Lacey complaining to Taylor about how nobody likes her, and everybody pushed this other girl into the arms of her man. And she's very unhappy. But tell me if Taylor cares.
I can empathize with Lacey feeling that someone she connected with just went out on a date with someone else.
I know I'm not taking it personally. I don't understand why you and everyone, not just me, we're so quick to push her to go with Diggy.
But, that's how paradise works.
I mean, he didn't even check in with me either. I just don't understand why no one, literally no one, thought to ask me how I feel about this.
She would have done the same thing, but even worse. Had the tables been turned. So now I'm left with no one. I know.
Wow.
They don't understand how the show works, P.
Wow.
So now I'm left with no one. Awkward pause. I know. That's how you comfort a friend. Usually girls are a lot nicer to each other when one of them is crying.
Right? Exactly.
Not in this situation.
Well, P, it sounds like you're enjoying Bachelor in Paradise. I guess we'll do it again next week when Ralph Garman returns. Thanks so much, and we'll look for you this afternoon on AM 570 at LA Sports. Heal up, my friend.
Last night I felt like less of a man watching.
Is that right?
Literally.
We'll talk to you next week.
The Bachelor.